Hello, soul friends. So this is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing all of these cards. And that's not true. We're not doing that today. But that's what you're going to see on whichever day that you see this, because I've already pre-reviewed a bunch of these in other videos, and then my intro wouldn't load, the videos wouldn't load, and so I had to redo some, save some others. So you'll see me with different sleeves and different jewelry throughout. But I wanted you to have an intro so that I could tell you that there's, in the description box, there are timestamps for each one of these decks so that you can skip to the one you want to see. But I just wanted to do a quick intro to show you the winter decks that I use throughout the holiday season and well into January and February as well, because it is, eternally winter where I live. Okay, so that being said, let's just go through what we have. So we have first off the Yuletide Tarot. I'm just showing you the boxes on this part because obviously in the reviews I will be much more detailed in showing you everything else that's going on. We also have this one. Man, I should have done these ones last. I'm not even going to try to read everyone's names because I'll mess it up. Ah! I apologize if you can see my awful reflection in these glossier boxes here, but I'll just have to deal. Okay. Stay like a doggy. Come on now. There we go. We have this one. I also have, what is it? Imbolc is after Yule, I believe, and I have that deck as well, so I should grab that one real quick. Just one second. Here it is. You can even see it. You're not just looking at my phone. I'm like trying to shield it for you. Anyway, there we go. That kind of gives you. And then in the actual review for this, you'll see a much better picture of it. But anyway, I forgot about that one. That one I'll be doing in, I think, February. So it still counts. And then we also have this one. This deck is by all the same authors as this one. This one, the cards aren't as Christmassy. They're more traditional, but the backs are very Christmassy. And as you can see by the colors on the box, Christmassy enough for me. These are good for all through the winter. This one here, because it's more winter themed. Think more like, that cartoon that everybody liked that had that song in it that everybody got stuck in their heads. This one can also go for like fall, if you're into fall themed cards. But I like this one because there's a lot of reds. There's a lot of like pine trees that are decorated. And so that's why I put that one in my winter collection as well as my fall. This is brand new. There is a coupon code for this. So basically all these decks, if you can get them on like mass sellers like Amazon and things like that, I might eventually start putting links for those as well. But if it's like an independent small business like these folk here, that have Etsy shops or Kickstarters, those kinds of things, I always make sure that I do, more of a link to where you can find their stuff if it's not something you can just, Google it and find it. So that is one of those decks. I will make sure to put a link in there. This seller has also given you a coupon if you go onto their site and buy a deck on their Etsy site, which they have way more than just winter Christmassy type decks. They have all kinds. And then we also have that one again. Okay, so those are the cards that will be being reviewed in this video. There are timestamps listed below. Check out my pick a card readings also on this channel, as we will be using these all through the winter months. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you at each individual review. Bye, 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 bye. Just kidding, soul friends. So you may be wondering what this is. So I did a big review of all my winter and Christmassy decks, and then when I converted them and got them all ready to put them on here, I must have done something wrong. The video didn't work, so I had to start over. Not filming, but start over with, you know, the usual, getting stuff to work right, etc. and so forth. But since I just got this beautiful deck in the mail, I'm going to give you a quick review of this one and add it to the others. I do have another winter deck coming, but I don't know when it's going to get here. So it's also a winter deck as well. So let's go ahead and get into this one, though. This is the Yuletide Tarot. I just bought it. I got crazy. I had a gift card. I went ahead and took this plunge. But I love the artwork in it, and I love how Christmassy it is. It comes in this very large, beautiful box. Has a cute little quote for you. And then, I'm going to move this over because it's huge. The guidebook is also huge and in color. So it is a little bit different. Canes are swords, so the candy canes. Candles are wands. And then gifts are pentacles, so that would be like packages or presents. These guys. Oh, no, those are canes. Just kidding. Cheer is cups. And what's the last one that I'm forgetting? Or did I get them all? I got them all. So packages or present-looking things are the pentacles. Cheer is cups. Canes is swords. And candles is wands. They all still adhere to the Rider-Waite tarot. This book is really good for, they have like a little chart that won't focus. There it goes, sort of. So that you can see the way they changed some of them. Like some of the major arcana cards are different. They also show you pictures of all the cards and give you explanations on like how to start reading tarot. So if you're a beginner, this is a good book to get, as long as you're cool with them changing some of the names of the things. So these are the cards. As you can see, decent stock. I'd say it's like standard. Okay, so not super thick, but not too thin either. They shuffle well. They smell amazing. If you get any of these cards and you're like, these do not smell amazing, well, just know I like this smell. All right, the backs are really pretty. I like the use of blue. Let's go ahead and just look at some of these. Yeah, so here's the Hierophant, but they call him Sinterklaas. Is it Sinter or Zinter? I'm not sure. Okay, we'll keep going. I speak German, but not the other ones. Like, what do you mean the other ones? I don't know. All the other ones. See, we have Krampus instead of the devil. Yeah, there's a Cups card, 10 of Cups, but they call it 10 of Good Cheer. Look how cute. I love it. Ugh. I love all the snowy things. The 7 of Cups in this deck is so cute. It's like a little snowman looking at all the cups. I also like this one a lot. I've already done videos with this deck in it, and so these will be getting uploaded along. The first video that I did will get uploaded the same exact day as the reviews. And then, if I can get them to work, and then we'll be doing pick a card readings with all of these winter cards that I've been showing you. Oh, let's just start kind of interesting. It's the same living room as that little girl was in that last one, the page. Ooh, they all are, I think. Sort of. Very similar. Interesting. I'm just getting to know this deck, in case you're wondering. Oh. See, they're calling it the list in this deck. How cool. It is the same living room. Interesting. I think that's really interesting and neat. I like it. Some temperance action. Page of Pentacles. So yeah, just kind of give you a good idea of what we're looking at here. I love the Queen of Cups. It's so cute. Mostly I like her kitchen. Not that I don't like my kitchen. I love that Five of Swords. Hanged Man. It's interesting because the Hanged Man in this particular card is wearing like a loincloth like Jesus might have worn. And what's also interesting about that is there's like so many connections to Jesus and the Norse god Odin. They both were crucified for mankind, just for different reasons. It's really interesting. I always found that combo very cool. Yes, they are both sided, so I do use reversals. I love the Eight of Wands. I love the Nine of Swords. Okay, Four of Cups is cool too. You ever lost something behind your laptop like that? Oh, I have. Oh, and then I spilt it on my laptop. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay. All right. So that's not all of them, but that gives you a pretty good indication of what you're getting. Kind of let you see. If you wanted to, you know, bow and bridge your cards when you shuffle, you could feel free to do so because, I love the Strength card. Because, I don't even remember what I was saying. They are good for shuffling. That's what I was getting to. If you're not all ginger like I am, and like I gingerly shuffle my cards, I'm like really careful with them because I want them to last forever and ever and ever. And so I don't do the whole, I think they call it bridging. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I do this one instead of the one where you're like, you know, because I don't want to bend the cards. So, but if you wanted to, and I always do at least one in a review, they are good for it. But I won't bridge them because I like physically I cannot do it. I can't make it look cool. Cards go everywhere. I have little clumsy hands. All right, so that is the Yuletide Tarot. I love the little book that goes with it. It does have a lot of information if you are a beginner, and it also clarifies all the different cards, names that they put in, that they changed from the traditional tarot. So I highly recommend it. I got mine on Amazon. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review. Let's go ahead and look at what we've got. So I've been terrible about doing videos. You're like, yeah, no, duh. If you actually watch this show regularly at all, you'll know that I've been terrible about posting videos. I also apologize for the lighting. I'm doing this at night, so of course my big dumb head is in the way. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. But anyway, I figured I would do a review with you. I rhymed. So this is the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Maybe it's Elena, and I'm saying that totally wrong. I don't know if you can see that, but it's artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. The White Light Oracle. I believe I purchased this on probably Amazon or Llewellyn. And then they have a cute little book. It's quite large. So if you're going blind. This particular, I know they're always saying throw your book away, but this particular deck I highly recommend the book with it. It's very in-depth. And then these are the cards. So I'm not going to spoil too much, but I am going to give you some looks at the kind of stuff that you'll see in them. Put it back up there for you. Okay. The artwork on them is very stunning. But as you can see, if you're not familiar with these figures, you're not going to really know what is happening. So the book is highly recommended if you're unfamiliar with most of these. Sorry, I'll try to get them in the light better. All of these decks that I'm going to be reviewing, I love this. So cool. Yeah. The artist that did it, oh my word, so awesome. I have to commend the artist of this because it's such a beautiful deck. I just love it so much. Okay. So the stock quality is pretty thick. And I'll try to hold it up so you can see it. And flick it. There you go. And I mean, you've probably seen a couple of things, but do be warned that some of the cards do have naked breasts in them. So if that's a deal breaker for you, I wanted to warn you in case you didn't see the few that I accidentally showed you. They shuffle well. They don't bow, as you can see. They're nice and sturdy. I like, they're kind of a matte finish, but not entirely. Like, they're not super shiny glossy, but they're not super matte. They're kind of right in a very happy medium, which makes me a very happy medium. I made a stupid joke. All right, that is the White Light Oracle Guidebook and deck of cards by Elena Fairchild, artwork by A. Andrew Gonzalez. Go ahead and pick up a set if you like it. And I'll be using this throughout my December videos that will be timeless, but I like to be seasonal at the same time. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Alrighty, moving right along. Here's our next reflection-y cards, as I'm like ducking out of the camera. The Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham, art by Abigail Larson. I'm a big Larson fan when it comes to her artwork. Reminds me a lot of, remember that Disney Sleeping Beauty? Reminds me of that. Sorry about my face. I'm doing the best I can. All right, so these cards are glossy, in case you were wondering. This guidebook is enormous. Also very glossy, so I'm also trying to get out of the way. I love how it's color and you get a larger representation of the cards so you can see more details. So this is a big win-win if you're going to get this set of cards. One thing I will say is that the cardstock is a little bit thinner. And so I have started to notice that over time, you know, I'm starting to get those little things like this going on. And so I don't use this deck other than Christmas time because the colors are so red. Okay, so we'll start off with that. It reminds me of Sleeping Beauty. I like how the borders are those kind of borders that don't stop. They go beyond. How cute that mermaid is. Very cute. Okay, what else we got? Some kind of nudity I'm noticing, so beware of that. All right. Notice how I do reversals with these because it could go either way. And when that's the case, that's what I do. Let me try to... The Ten of Swords is so painful to look at. It's one of those ouchy, ouchy, ouchy Ten of Swords. All right. Here I'm leaning out of the way. Just giving you a nice little representation of what you're getting with this deck. Obviously these decks are easy to shuffle because the cards are a little bit thinner. And like, I'm not saying they're like, I've seen some cards that were like, they were so thin that like when you picked them up, they like were like writing paper, you know, they just like folded over. These are not like that. These are definitely like card stock. But they're, I love the World card. But they're like not, they're not so flimsy that like I would never use them. I've had some that were so flimsy I just had to send them back. These are not the case, okay? But they are thinner than some other cards that I have. So I always throw that out there just to make sure that if you're rough on cards, you should be gentle with these. All right. So there is the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham and Abigail Larson. And yeah, get yourself a set of these. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, soul friends. This is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review of another Seasons of the Witch. And this is the Yule. I couldn't use Yule. The Yule Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz. And if you can't see that, it's illustrated by... Boy, I can barely see that. I'm gonna say this wrong. I think it's Giada Rose. Giada? I apologize if I butchered that. They have Season of the Witch Oracle cards for every major Celtic holiday. And this is the Yule one. And I cannot say enough good things about it. So here's the box. I will be using these in my readings all through December, you guys. I love the color book. And this is one of those oracles where you would want to have these. I often read them when I do readings because it's just more rich that way. Their books are very very poetically written, and as a old English major, I appreciate that. Everybody's like, holy hell, she's an English major with the way she speaks like a stoner dude from California. I know how I sound. I can't help it. Okay, so these are very glossy, shiny cards, and I am filming this at night, so I'm doing my best with the shadows. Okay, as you can see with the words, if you can see the words, jeez Louise. How poetic even just the cards are, and there are numbers on the cards. I love their little backs. All the backs have the little moon and hands situation. Or I think one of them has bees, the spring one. I should have filmed this at a different time. Here's some cardstock for you. These are foil edged. They all are. They smell so good. I'm not gonna say that this smells like peppermint, but it should. But like, like you want it to, you know what I mean? But what I like about the way they smell is it's like a very clean, honest. I'm not gonna get cancer for using these smells. You're like, what is she talking about? I don't know. I'm really sensitive to different papers and inks. So, if you have any allergies of any kind, these cards are not going to bother you, and they smell amazing. But I just love the, like, wintry little, like, that looks like a little gingerbread house. It's so cute. Oh, I just love it so much. Mistletoe. Ugh. Candle magic. I just love it. It's just, they're beautiful cards. They are slippery, so be careful with those. There is a little bit of nudity. You might have just noticed if you have sharp eyes. So cute. Okay, I'm filming this right after the Thanksgiving holiday, so that's not that I went on a holiday or anything, but I did take some days off. And you're like, yeah, you did from this channel. That's for sure. That is for sure. All right. These shuffle well. They don't bow. They're nice and thick. Did I flick them for you? Okay. I got these on Amazon, my friends. I don't know if all the seasons are out. I hope so. I just got the Imbolc season one, so we'll do that one in whenever Imbolc is. I think it's like February. I think. I'm really bad at my own holidays. All right. There you have it, my friends. We will see you in the next one. If you want to see these in action, check out my videos for December. You will see them all through this month. And yeah, like and subscribe. We'll see ya. Bye. Hello, soul friends. So if you are still into winter stuff and you're into winter stuff all season long, not just Christmas, then I highly recommend this one because this is a fun little deck of cards. I believe this is an older version. I think there's a version 0.2, something like that. But in any event, I got these on Amazon. And those are the authors. We also have a review of their other deck of cards that we've been using that have the little Christmassy colored backs, if you've watched the other Christmassy videos that I've done with these cards. So, let's kind of give you an idea of what these have to offer. Give you like a flick test on the card. They're a good stock. I think they're easy to shuffle. I think they're a good size. Their images are really fun and traditionally interpretable. Because that's, you know, how you say that. But just lots of winter stuff. But not Christmas specific, which is super cool. All right, here they are. I don't like to spoil them all. Here we go. Go ahead and get yourself some. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, hello. So we are now going to move on with my holiday cards that I like to use during the holiday season. I also used this deck during some of the Halloween readings that were done last month. Not last month. Oh, I was a bad kid all through November and didn't do a single video. All through October. But Terry Foss is a small business owner. And so I actually messaged her personally on Instagram and got permission to show her cards. But she also does prints, paintings. She has an Etsy store. US Games Incorporated, I think, is the name of the company. And I'll put all of her links in the description box so that you can find them. But her Oracle deck might look different from this one now. I think the cover that I've seen more recently looks more like this print here. But in any event, this is the little booklet that comes with it. Minimal, which I like because I'm not usually a big book reader, although if I think the book's worth reading, I'll always tell you. But then, yeah. So let's just get into some of the cards. And Terry, thank you for letting me show your cards on my channel. These are a nice, I call this perfect stock, where it's like they're not too thick, not too thin. They're definitely a glossier card and they smell amazing. They shuffle well. I don't bridge my cards because I feel like that wears them out, but feel free because they do shuffle very easily if you like to bridge your cards. I just don't because I don't want to bend them up. I'm too rough. So as you can see, very pretty artwork. Trying to show these to you without my big dumb head getting in the way. I was like, man, she's really mean to herself. I am. That's okay. I don't mean it. I'm actually quite self-loving. If you catch me in the right mood. As you can see, the decks almost could be a reversal system if you wanted them to. I've noticed they're a little bit darker on their bottom here. And then obviously the dark spot of this moon would be on the other side if you were using these for reversals. But feel free to use reversals anytime you want. That's just the rule of thumb I use, is if it's not totally identical, then I don't do reversals. But as you can see, very pretty. I want to get, this is one of the more Christmassy looking ones that I've seen. Let's just kind of give you an idea of what you're dealing with here, people. And if you see my dumb face, just don't tell me how bad I look later. Like I wasn't here to do a beauty contest, okay? This is one of the more famous prints that you'll see of hers on like social media and things like that. I'm all not trying to be so violent, my bad. This one also, I mean, it has the pumpkins, but it also looks Christmassy to me. That's why I use these at Christmas and Halloween times. Yeah, I love this one. So yeah, just kind of, I don't like to spoil all of them, but just kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at with these cards. Very nice quality, very sturdy. I've had this deck for at least a year or more. So yeah, that being said, this is the Earthly Souls and Spirits Oracle by Terry Foss and Sarah Foss Robinson. So go ahead and check them out. She has an Etsy shop. She also sells them on, I think it's US Games Incorporated, if I'm saying that wrong. Please check the description box for the Terry Foss links. Like all of my reviews and things, if it's not from like a mass producer, I'm gonna do this. Ooh, not so nice. Notice how I still didn't bridge them. I can't do it. I just won't. You watch those cards, you'll be playing 59 pickup. All right, here it is in its splendor and glory. I'll be using this deck throughout the Christmas season, and I usually use it throughout the Halloween season as well. So go ahead and go get yourself a deck of these. They are fabulous. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, soul friends. So we're doing a quick review on Winter Wonders Tarot by Lunar Sisters on Etsy. They also are on Instagram. They're called Dreamland Tarot Studio. There's their Instagram handle and their hashtag. They gave me permission to show their deck, and so if you go into the description box, you will find a link to their Etsy shop, and they have a coupon code. So even if you're looking for cards that are not winter themed, they have all different kinds of cards on their site. So go check them out. Take advantage of that code. And I'm just going to start showing you these cards. For the most part, I don't find them to be too Christmassy unless candy canes are like a deal breaker for you, or guys with, red hats and white beards. But I felt like you could use them all winter long because they're pretty awesome. They're a nice, glossy, thick stock card. Easy to shuffle. Even if you like to bow and bridge or whatever they call it. They also arrived really quickly. Especially, I ordered them right before Christmas, and I got them before Christmas. So that was how fast I got them, because I didn't think I was going to get them in time. And as usual, I don't like to spoil the whole thing, but they shuffle well. We'll just kind of go along. I'll go up close and do the flick test. They're very, very nice. I am in love with them. All right. So that's the Winter Wonders Tarot. Go check them out. Take advantage of that coupon code. And thank them for their generosity. The Lunar Sisters. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, hello. Okay, so last but not least on our holiday cards that we are doing, I'm going to show you this little guy. I'm not sure, the Smithtiny Tarot. I got these on Amazon. They did come in a very plain little box. But I have had people tell me that, creators tell me that, nope, those are my cards. You're not showing anything counterfeited. So if you end up figuring out that I've got a counterfeit deck, please let me know in the comments section. But be nice to me. I do the best I can. So these are very Christmassy on their backs. Looking with the green and the red, I don't think they're supposed to be Christmas cards, but as you can see with the coloring, I use them because they go well with the tree. So let's just kind of show you the cardstock. They're very similar to the Darkwood Tarot that I showed earlier. They're a little on the thinner side, but still good quality cards. Okay, you would just want to be gentle with them if you bridge your cards when you're shuffling. Okay. But overall, they're pretty darn durable. They are not glossy, but they're also not really matte. They're kind of sort of more like playing cards, but a little bit more on the glossy side. Oh, the Tower. As you can see, the world had a little bit of nudity in it. I'm not big enough that I make money on these videos yet. I might never, I don't care. But that being said, just make sure that you're keeping that in mind when you see nudity on here. I'm not doing it on purpose, but sometimes the World card generally has some nudity in it. The Sun card also has some nudity. Oh, and the Star. Yeah. So pretty much the nudity extends to the same nudity rules as the traditional. As you can see, this is a lot like the Rider's White Tarot, with just like some big-eyed, I call it the black-eyed kids tarot because their eyes are so black. Like they look friendly, but which is what I like about them. I like that they're like very childish looking, or like childlike looking. I shouldn't say that. Like they look immature, but it's still very traditional to the old tarot deck, the Rider White. But I love their little eyes, like being so dark and round the way they are. It just gives me this like childlike feeling that I can't describe. Also, you'll see these coming out in reverse because I do read reversals on these. As you can see, they are reversible. Just kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at, people. Look at the magician, so cute. Okay, there we have it. The Smithtiny Glossy Hologram Smithtiny Tarot version 2.5. Sounds like there's a book in here. Let's look and see. Okay, yeah, there's a little booklet in here. Oh, here we go. Here are the authors. So I feel like I bought a bunch of decks that were like in plain card form like this. But this looks like this is authentic as they come because we have a certificate of authenticity inside the deck. So I guess that would be your main that would be your main friggin' clue, if I could talk, to see if you ended up with somebody counterfeiting this cute little deck. So we just confirmed its authenticity. Good thing I looked in here. Hello, soul friends. So I haven't even done a reading with these yet on camera. In fact, I haven't even looked at these yet because these are the February season Imbolc cards. And they have not been looked at yet by me, so we're going to check them out. I believe, yeah, the books are in color. And very nice. And then we'll look at the cards here. The backs are really cool. I think this is my fourth or fifth set of these, and I just love all of them. You can check out my other videos. The Halloween seasoned ones definitely have some of these in them. And the Christmas Yule deck, I have that one as well on this video even. So yeah, go ahead and pick yourself up a set of these. I highly recommend them, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.